KnifeDope. More dope. Come and get your fix. What's up, fuckers? Your boy is back with a fresh batch of dope. KnifeDope. That's right, people. The hits don't stop. Look at that gorgeous zircuitai pocket clip, which is mounted on this fantastic CKF gnome. Got this a few weeks back, and it is exquisite. But it's not complete. Nope. Planning on throwing on a nice set of tits, and I need y'all's help. Originally I was thinking of going with zircuitai studs to match the zircuitai pocket clip, but now I'm also considering perhaps throwing on a set of zirconium tits. Either way, the knife will have some tits, goddammit. Still haven't decided exactly who I'm going to send it to. I'm going to try to send it to Arnold from AR Customs. He does great work, and yeah, so stay tuned for that. But that's not what we're here to talk about, people. Not at all. Got two knives coming to us that have actually been sitting here for about a week or so. And so without further ado, let's get to the dope. All right. First one we're going to get into is going to be this one, which is the Quiet Carry. Now, a couple of videos back, I think I talked about Quiet Carry being the cheat code to knife collecting, and I stand by that statement. And so therefore, we've got another one that's been added to the collection. This one was done via trade, again on Facebook, because I am getting very active in them goddamn Facebook streets. But this is the newest rendition of the Waypoint Large to be exact. Now, a few weeks back, or maybe a few months at this point, I actually added the, I think it's called the Waypoint LC or some LM or something like that. It's actually thicker. It's got G10 scales, and it had a thicker blade stock. But it did have that CNC beveled blade, which I really loved. It was an archived version, but I just felt it was a little too thick for me. So once these dropped, I found someone who wanted to do an even swap. This one's actually more money than the one I sent him. These come in at about $340. But we got this gorgeous knurling pattern here on the show side. Stonewash finish. We've got a nice smooth finish on the clip side. This is a liner lock, just like the other version. Pardon me. We've got a dual set of titties there for your deployment. Woo! Detent is dialed the fuck in. We've got 8.5 inches as far as overall length, so definitely a full-size knife. Of that, 3.7 is in this fantastic drop point / clip point apparatus. Vanex Super Clean is the steel. Got a nice high hollow grind along with a stonewash finish. You can actually see the belt grinds underneath that stonewash. That looks really goddamn good. Now, this knife is also impervious to the elements. It's got marine grade stainless steel hardware. And if you don't know about Vanex, Vanex is, I think, the most corrosion resistant knife steel we have right now. And it also holds a good edge. Now, this is riding on phosphorus bronze washers, so your action's a little bit not as drop shutty as bearings, but I've come to enjoy a good washer knife. Nice thin blade stock coming in at 90 thousandths. Add that up with that hollow grind, and what do you got? Another slicey hoe. As a matter of fact, this blade stock thickness is the same thickness that comes on the Drift and the Drift Large. So that's pretty impressive, man. I did not know that until getting it in hand. Ergonomically, you got plenty of real estate due to that generous handle. I'm digging it, man. Lightweight carry, 3.4 ounces, ceramic detent. Now, the liners are actually constructed in Ziffinite, otherwise known as LC200N. So there again, going to your, corrosion resistance. Great knife, man. Gentleman's carry, I guess. A larger gentleman's carry. Now, let's go ahead and put some knives up for some size comparison. Basically, a little bit of knife flexing. You know how the fuck we do. Gotta roll with America first. We're going to roll with this one. The Spyderco Manix 2 lightweight rendition, rocking that Magna Cut steel. More Spyderco knife, more Spyderco vibes, that is. We're going to go with the legendary Spidey Chef. So here you see the waypoint up against those. Let's do 2 mo. How about that large drift? I think that large drift just might be my favorite quiet carry in my collection, man. It seems to get the most carry time. And then last up for this, we're gonna go with the Devo Stout version 2. Don't get it fucked up. So there you see a great assortment of Vanix knives in my collection, and the waypoint's bigger than both of those. So yeah, people, like I was mentioning, the waypoint has the identical blade stock thickness to the drift. So if you're in for a slicey hoe, go ahead and treat yourself. This waypoint is impressive. So that was the first one. Now we got one coming to us from Miguron. I have been on the Miguron bandwagon since 2022. Initially, I was on their budget knives, and I think last year was the first time I tried some of their premium stuff, and they just seem to get better and better and better. Now, this one is interesting because this is one, basically just a premium version to one of their stellar budget knives. So this one should be the Mayoro, and it is. Now, you know, I almost didn't even pull the trigger on this because I was figuring, you know, how much better could it possibly be? You know, I love the budget knife, you know, the Mayoro in its budget form, but I'm a titanium hoe, so I figured we'd give it a shot. Now, these are fairly priced. They come in about $200, $219 rather. You can get them at White Mountain Knives. You can also use KnifeDope for your discount code and save yourself 10%. So with that 10%, you're looking at about $197. We've got this tear-shaped cutout for your deployment. Love this deep angular milling there on the on these titanium scales, full length over here in the backside. We've got a wonderfully done silver carbon fiber inlay, and it's done pretty goddamn good. T8s all the way around, including your pocket clip. The only T6 is going to be your lock insert. Nice blue anode pivot collar. Let's check it out. Woo! Detent is dialed the fuck in. Yep, same blade shape, same high flat grind. Granted, we've got more premium steels. We've got 7.56 inches as far as overall length, so right in my sweet spot. 3.5 inches is in this wonderful drop point apparatus. We've got a M390 for your steel. This is actually a hand ground and rubbed satin finish on the blade. Looks pretty goddamn good. Quarter link titanium backspacer that is nice and flush. Got a nice milled pocket clip as well. Plenty of room for disengagement, straight drop action, buttery smooth. 3.63 ounces is the weight on this. Ergonomically feels fantastic. You got a nice little spot for you to choke up and get that full purchase, no refund. 126 thousandths blade stock thickness. Just a great solid offering once again from Miguron, you know. I have mentioned, I think in my previous video how I felt that Reich was the dark horse OEM for the year, and I still feel that way. But goddamn is Miguron right there also. And they just keep getting better, and that's what you look for in these OEMs is, you know, their ability to adapt and evolve and just get better. So let's put some comparisons up for this hoe. Let's keep it in the family. We're going to go with the Miguron Miro, also a great goddamn knife from them. Then we got this one, which not enough people are talking about, and I'm quite upset about that. That's going to be the Asher Akuto. Big shout out to Justin at Asher Knives for giving us quality at a great price. So we can see the Mayoro is smaller than the Miro and bigger than the Akuto. Let's do 2 mo. God damn it, 2 mo. This one right here, quite possibly the best deal under $200. This is the Kubi Momentum OG Sharif Manganis design. Look at this action, people. Whoop. Oh, goddamn. All right, so there's that. Last but certainly not least, how about them Ferrum Forge boys? We're going to go with the Stinger button lock rendition. And so you see the Mayoro up against those. Now, speaking of this Mayoro, it's giving me an idea for another video, or rather another concept for a video. One that I've done before, and that is the budget alternatives, you know. I've done, I think, 2 different episodes of budget alternatives. They seem to have been received pretty well, so I've got one cooking. And I'm about to do another video on a knife that I think is the best knife you've never heard of. Yeah, I'm going to go with something like that. Real clickbaity type shit. But more importantly, I want to know what you fuckers think. Tell me all about it. Love you, mean it. Until the next time. Cut something. Cut someone. Just don't cut yourself. Stay dangerous, fuckers.